Hi, good day to all the gorgeous hearts out there. This is Asa from Creative Fairy Designs. Thank you very much for joining me today. For today's episode, we are going to be making these 6 envelopes, 6 different designs using the same template. And these have been printed on tissue paper and then backed by upcycled materials. I'll show you each one of them. For this one, I've used graph paper. It's been backed with graph paper. You see the graph paper printed through because it's tissue paper. This one is used parchment paper. I've attached it to parchment paper. This one I've used file page, just a regular file page. And this does add sturdiness and texture to the feel of your envelopes for your journal. This one I've used music paper. For this one, this is regular tracing paper and the feel and texture is really nice and different. And for this one, I've just used dictionary page and you can see the dictionary page printed through. So these designs are really quick and it's really simple. So stay with me and let's get started. So I have showed you in the previous video how to print in tissue paper. So I'm just going to quickly run through. So I've printed this one. This is our first design. And I've adhered it with glue onto regular parchment paper that you use for cooking. I just love the feel. And then we're going to fold it into this pretty cute, elegant envelope for our journal, and the texture is lovely. So I'm going to show you the step again, how to print it really quickly. In the previous videos with the stickers, I showed you all the printer and the type of printer I use, etc. I'm not going to do this for this video. I'm just going to show you quickly. So this is regular tissue paper. We have two sides, a glossy and a matte. Adhere it on the matte side to cardstock. It must be cardstock because you want something that is really firm because it is passing through your printer. And just cut your tissue paper. Cut your tissue paper a tad bit bigger than the cardstock and fold it over. Of course, you want to get it folded over firmly. And tape it down. So we're going to do this right around, fold over and tape it down. I'm just using masking tape again. Ensure it's firmly secured. We're going to do this with all 4 corners. Fold over and tape it down. Taping it around, it should look like this, right around tape. And this is the front side. We're going to pass it through the printer. And like I said, I've showed you all of these steps before. So firstly, we're going to iron out the creases. They have all been done on a template. It's just a print on tissue paper and proceed to use it. We are going to be backing all of these envelopes with scraps, book pages, parchment paper, and other scraps that we have and make them into beautiful envelopes. Do is use different papers to create different textures in our journal. So for this envelope, this is a file page. It has such a lovely, smooth, thin feel to it, and it has a little design on both sides. Really pretty, really nice. And when we place our image over it and we flip it over, we get a really nice inside for our envelope. So firstly, I just use plain glue and a little bit of liquid glue. Just want to use that liquid glue so it helps the glue stick to glide on more smooth. And just glide your glue stick over it. Less is more. Place your envelope pattern over it and simply stick it down. Now just go over to the edges, and we want to ensure our edges pretty well stuck together. And as an optional step, after sticking your tissue, it is optional. You can place Mod Podge over your envelope to seal it. In my case, I don't think it's necessary because I like the feel of these different papers. Now we are just going to cut out our envelope, and it's best to stick it down first and then cut the envelope. And now we're just going to fold in and seal our envelope, and all the marks are here. It's a pretty simple fold. See how this is the inner side, and it's lined with the file paper. And I also like to use tissue paper in my journals a lot to reduce bulk, because every time you add thick papers or cardstock, it creates a lot of bulk in your paper. Now we're just going to fold it. And for our top fold, it's going to fold right here on this fold here. And all of them are going to be folded the same way because it is the same. It's the same pattern, just different design. And we have a lovely envelope. So I'm just going to stick these two edges together. And for our next envelope, we are going to be using tracing paper. And tracing paper has such a lovely, lovely feel and lovely texture to it. Remember, in junk journal, it's all about interest, adding interest. And paper by itself can add so much interest to your journal or any project, as a matter of fact. And the tissue paper just, it's so economical and easy to use. Just place it down, press it down, and then cut around. And this is it. I've attached it on, and my gosh, it has such a lovely, lovely feel. It will add such nice texture and feel to your junk journals. And it folds really easily as well. Gives a nice fold, and it also adds to the sturdiness of tissue paper, just regular tissue paper. These printed designs, of course, you can use napkin and do the same procedure. Cut out your envelopes and do your same folding. Because I'm a designer, I just designed my own envelopes to show this tutorial and also to use in my junk journals. One template, and you can make 6 beautiful different designs, and also using a variety of papers. Next type of paper we're going to be using, just a regular graph paper. I'm sure we all have graph paper at home, and the blue in this graph paper just matches really nicely with this design of the blue flower. So again, repeat the same process. Just some regular PVA liquid glue. And use a glue stick just to smooth it out, to get it all around, and this gives a nice stick to your envelope. Just place it right on top. And stick it down. You can use a spatula to smooth out any wrinkles. Plastic spatula, of course, because this is tissue paper. And just ensure around the edges are sealed. So I went on off air and I went ahead and glued this, and I hope you can see it through the camera. The grid to the back, how it adds that nice touch to your envelope. Of course, you could have done it the other way, which is place the line item the other side. It's all up to you. And I've glued it on together. And we're moving on to the next one, which is using classic music sheets. Everyone has a music sheet. Everyone into junk journaling has music sheets. So just place your music sheet and follow through the same step. Glue and glue stick. Place it down. Smoothen it out. Use a spatula to smooth out any wrinkles. And this is how it would look like with our envelope on, and the music sheet at the back just really enhances this design. So we're going to go ahead and stick it down. And for this one, we're going to use a dictionary page, and I added a piece of regular page just from a book because I did not have enough dictionary page. And I'm going to place it this way and stick it on and cut it out. And this is the design using the dictionary page. You see how pretty it looks showing through our tissue paper. Really, really nice. And even if you were to use ordinary napkins for this, it will look the same way. So now we just fold in our envelope and seal it down. And it has a really, really nice texture as well. And like I said, texture and feel is also important when you're doing a junk journal. And I hope you have enjoyed today's episode. For the next episode, we're going to learn to make antique letter writing